Hi guys, it's Krish here from the Carmarthen Camera Centre, and I'm here today in sunny old Tenby to shoot an interview with Steven Clarey, Panasonic Ambassador. For some reason, he wants to do the interview in a surf shop on Tenby High Street. It's the underground surf shop. Let's get in there guys to see what all the fuss is about. So, we finally made it. Steve, thank you very much for hosting us. We really appreciate it at Carmarthen Camera Centre. So dude, first question is, why Tenby? Why the surf shop?
Shopping local is something that's really important to me, and Jace here at Undergrounds, really looked after me since I've, been involved in surfing and photography and things like that. And it's an environment that I'm really comfortable in. Same as with Matthew, you guys at Carmarthen Camera. It really looked after me, and it's something that it plays a big part in my life. So why not do it in the surf shop?
Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. Well, we appreciate you saying that, Steve. So let's jump into it. I'm sure that our viewers at home would love to know a little bit more about Mr. Panasonic, as we like to call you in the shop there, Steven Clarey. So if you could tell us a little bit about where it all started for you.
Right, so it started for me back in 2010 when I signed up to university. I was really interested in cameras and film and things like that. And the second I picked up a camera myself, it just, it was just my complete and utter passion. I shot loads of surfing, my friends rollerblading, interviews, you name it. I was just shooting every single day. And, since then I haven't stopped shooting. It's something that's just been part of my life since then, and it's something that I'm very, very fortunate to be a part of, and yeah, I love it. Absolutely.
Excellent. Well, that really does come across in your work, Stephen, where we're certainly excited to see all of your up and coming bits and pieces at the shop. So,
thanks, Steve.
So I mean, sort of rolling on from that a little bit. Obviously, there's been a big fuss made about the launch of the GH5, which you are the face of, let's say, the poster boy for it, if you will, if you don't mind me saying. So, yeah, I mean, how has that sort of improved your photography in any way, or how is that as a tool driven you forward?
It's been fantastic. The GH4, as everyone knows, I was using extensively for both my still imagery and my video, but the incremental increases across the board on the GH5 have really made my job a lot easier. Having better performance at high ISO, the 5-axis image stabilizer, and having 180 frames per second in slow motion. I recently shot a gig that's going to air on TV soon, and literally everything I shot was in 180 frames per second, and it looks gorgeous. So I'm really happy with the camera, and like the addition of the 6K photo mode has made my surfing stuff just it's just raised the bar for me, and I'm really happy with the product, and I hope Panasonic can keep developing at this sort of rate, and because with the GH5 it's fantastic, and I'm super excited for the future.
Brilliant stuff, brilliant stuff. So I'm going to touch on something that you said there in that last little phase in regards to ISO. Now, we all know you love your astrophotography, all right, dude, and that is something that you're going to be touching on at our show on the 2nd of September at the Halliwell, guys. So my question to you would be, how have you found this in low light? And tell us a little bit more about the astro side of things, because you're obviously going to be doing a seminar on it, so quite clearly it's a passion of yours. But
yeah, well, so like I've been shooting astrophotography for quite a while now, and like when I had cameras as a kid, I always tried to take photos of the stars, but I never actually got any decent results. Like sometimes they'd be out of focus because the autofocus wouldn't work, and things like that. But like as my passion for photography developed, so did my skills, and I was able to capture the stars. And space is something that's always interested me. Space technologies, engineering, like the space shuttle, Saturn V rockets, and even what the Russians are doing. It's always been something that's been a big interest for me. So getting out there into the middle of nowhere and shooting, the Milky Way and, galaxies and things like that, it's just amazing, seeing the results on the camera. And, the GH5 has really helped me with that. The ISO performance is, incredible. For such a small sensor, I can get myself, really, really good quality astro images, and I just love astrophotography. It's amazing.
Brilliant stuff. Well, just speaking to you that comes across, you know, leaps and bounds. And you know, from a personal standpoint, having viewed your images and actually been out shooting with you, you see your passion for it and stuff. So keep that up, dude. It's all looking good. It's all looking good. Yeah. So the third question that I would ask you actually is a little bit more to do with what you do professionally. Okay, so for the viewers that don't know at home, okay, Steve will be doing a second seminar at 2 p.m. at the Halliwell on the 2nd of September regarding hybrid photography. So for the guys that don't know, what is hybrid photography and how do you incorporate that into your day-to-day practice?
Right, so hybrid photography is a photographer slash videographer who's basically shooting both photo and video. On my gigs, whether it's broadcast, social media based things or anything, I switch between the both. You know, one minute I'm picking off a nice shot of a car, you know, slow motion shot of a car coming around the corner, the next minute I'm snapping a photo for social media. It's mixing both traits together and, you know, using them on a day-to-day basis, and I think that's something that's really important for, you know, people in imaging nowadays. You know, having both of those things in your arsenal can really make you that much more employable. So yeah, you know, that's what I'm going to be talking a little bit about that. I'll touch a bit about you know, different video modes, what you need to be doing, shutter speeds, things like that, and how video differs from photography, because they do differ, but you can shoot both simultaneously, and you can get fantastic results. And also, you know, with 4K and 6K photo in the Panasonic cameras, you know, you can be filming and you can take screenshots off that film in camera and you can post those on social media, but you can also use the video file in your work afterwards, so you get the best of both worlds.
Excellent. So yeah, it's all going in the right direction for you, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
That's good. And you know, just as a little standpoint between now and September, what's on the cards for you? What are you sort of working to? Anything that you can tell us about that might be in the inner workings?
I can't really talk about anything at the moment, unfortunately. You know,
I tried, guys. There we go. I tried for you. Well, listen, guys. Steve's seminar is selling out quickly, so if you want to grab yourself a ticket to either one, the first one is, I believe, Astrophotography for Everyone.
Yeah, that's it.
Which is the very first seminar on the day at 10:15. So jump onto Eventbrite. We'll drop a link in the description to that in the video below. And you're also going to be doing your hybrid photography talk at 2 p.m. on the same day. All right. I've been Krish from Carmarthen Camera Centre. I've been with Mr. Panasonic, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.